keep it real. Back to you, Shavante. Copyright that.
Out of I'm not even out of esthetician school. I don't know why I said that. Hi. Thank you so much for clicking back into my channel. No, sometimes I can be all over. That doesn't matter. For clicking on today's video. Today we're going to be talking about me officially being an esthetician student, or SD. So I'm going to be listing, hi, my name is Kay Shavante. Thank you so much for clicking on my video. If you're new here, thank you so much for clicking on my video. Or if you are a current subscriber, thank you so much for coming back to my videos. Today we're going to talk about me being an esthetician student or an SD student. I'm going to be talking about some of the expectations I had going into esthetician school and some of the reality checks that I had while I'm currently in esthetician school. Mind you, even though this is my first week in esthetician school, officially Friday, I've already experienced some humps in balancing some of my outside life, work schedule, in school all at one time. So we're going to go ahead and get into it, and we're going to start with the first things first. I'm going to talk about some of the expectations I had coming into esthetician school. If you watch some of my content, you know that I really enjoy what I've learned. It's called fantasy makeup, with the colors and the decoration and the detail. I didn't want to specialize in fantasy makeup. If I did, it was more for my personal content. But I was looking to go for full glam makeup or bridal makeup. Those were, or lashes. Full glam makeup, bridal makeup, and lashes was my initial goal coming into esthetician school. But doing everything that I'm doing at esthetician school, I quickly realized that that's not the only thing I want to do. Everything that you do there really makes you want to do everything. But it's important to find what you want to specialize in and stick to that. So when you're going throughout your period in the school, you're focused on it. I didn't know what to expect when it came to like curriculum. I didn't know how the work was going to be. I didn't know how many tests it was going to be, how much memorization it's going to be. That really surprised me. That took me off guard. Another thing that I had expectations coming into esthetician school was, of course, that you were going to get a bag, but I didn't know just how much stuff that they were going to give you to prepare you for your time at school. If you didn't know, I go to Empire Beauty School, and a lot of times people have a bad review on that school, but as the advisor said, you know, it's nothing better than to get the experience yourself. And I'm really glad that I actually did take that experience on myself, because I really do enjoy my school 100%. Another expectation I had coming into esthetician school was I didn't expect the pace of this class. I'm not saying that it's fast paced, but I'm not saying it's slow either. You definitely take your time absorbing all of the information. And the only reason why you do absorb it is because everything is so hands-on, and everything that they're teaching you correlates with what you're doing every single day. Every day. So that took me by surprise. Now, those are just a few expectations that I had. I really didn't have many expectations because I was new to something, and I'm always willing to at least watch and see how things work. The reality of esthetician school is it's very welcoming. Very welcoming. It's very welcoming. You don't feel too overwhelming. So last week, our first week, we learned about sterilization. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. I just thought sterilization was just spraying down your bed, wiping it down, and that was it. No, there is very much more details that comes into sterilization when it comes into esthetician school. And I couldn't be any more mind-boggled about it. So we have another reality check that I had is esthetician school isn't just about makeup. It's really about skincare. And surprisingly, I really do enjoy the skincare aspect. I had 3 facials since I've been in this school, and the skincare products are very basic. I'm not saying the brand is basic. I'm saying it's just a cleanser, and then you have like a serum well, in your words. And I'm not saying the products is basic. I'm saying the steps is basic. By the time I get done with esthetician school, my skin gonna be glowing. I love it. And then another reality check is it's a lot of hands-on. A lot of hands-on. And that's not a bad thing. It's honestly not a bad thing at all. I do enjoy how hands-on it is because that's the best way for me to learn. I mean hands-on, I mean every day we at least have a good chunk of class to be able to practice with on each other. We've given each other massages. We have given each other facials. We have put each other's faces under this wood lamp is what it calls. So if you look closely, you'll probably see some specks. If you can't really see, I'm so sorry, my camera is very bad. But you'll probably see some specks. This is a light that we're going to do when it comes to skin analysis. Before we get a client, of course, we're going to touch the skin. We're going to see if, you need some hydration, or if you have any irritation, or if you need any, if you have any hyperpigmentation, any scarring, anything that's going to come outside of your intake form. Anything that comes outside of your intake form. Do you hear me? I'm speaking esthetician jargon. That's because it's just my first week at esthetician school. Some of the ladies allow me to be able to record them, and I'll put some of the content that I have available here. If not, you can always go follow my business page at Souls Cosmetics. Outside of the wood lamp. Do you see this? This is something that we're able to give a client before we're able to assist with the skin with any services. Love it. I love it. Well, we give massages, and I thought massages come with like a lot of like by the book descriptions to it. Like, you should always start here. You should start here. No. And I realized that I love massages because it allows me to tone into myself. Massages are personal. They come to get a treatment from you, and that treatment is to feel relaxed. So it's up to me to look at your body language, watch you, see how you respond, listen to you, talk, always inform you on the things that I'm doing before I'm doing it, so that way you can always feel safe and at ease. The only thing that took me off guard out of any of my massages or my facials is the toner spray. But it's refreshing. The only reason why it's so off guard for me, because even though they do tell me that, hey, I'm going to tone now, you're going to feel a spray. It's very cold. So it just wakes you up just a little bit, but once you process, it just feels so soothing. Another check that I had coming into esthetician school was the sisterhood that they say that you experience was not a joke. You definitely immediately come very close to a sisterhood. Like I said, it was like day 3, and me and some of the girls are already following each other on social media. We're already posting each other on our content. We're always rooting each other on, throwing out suggestions, finding out which sister has the best talent in the class. And we always go to that sister about advice, ask that sister how do they do X, Y, and Z. And it's really nice. Okay, another reality check that I had is that even though they did mention that we're going to be working on each other, I didn't really expect or understood or allow myself to understand what exactly that meant. So for us, people that are beginning our first week, we do have to start gaining our skills. So we have to get our participation points. That means we have to start practicing on some of our classmates in order to get better at our skill. Looked over, be reviewed, ask any questions, listen to any advice from the teachers, the classmates, anyone. Now, so being it is that I am in esthetician school, that means that you have to practice esthetician things, or you have to have esthetician things done on you. And it's a bit scary, especially when you've always been so comfortable with taking care of your own self and within your self-care. And I mean past the facial. I mean, if you're used to shaving your own armpits, shaving your own arms, waxing yourself, doing your own eyebrows, doing your own lashes, doing your own facials, doing anything by yourself, you are now in a setting where you have to allow someone else to do it. You don't have to. I'm not saying that they pressure you. I'm just saying that when it comes to participation points, you have to ask someone to be able to practice a service on them. And it's kind of unfair. It makes you seem like a bitch, if I'm being quite frank. for you to only get the participation points by allowing them to allowing you to practice on them, and you're not allowing anybody else to practice on you. That's being a bitch. Okay, so now about balancing work, outside life, and school all at once. I actually am quite devoted to posting a full week in my life. And I'm not very good with those days in my life because I tend to put the camera down and forget. But I'm really devoted to posting a full week in my life just so you can really see. Mind you, I only did a day. How hard it is to balance school, outside life, and work all at one time. Now, I will put in a full disclaimer because I chose to put faith in myself in esthetician school just to see where this is going to take me in my career. I did put in my 2 weeks notice at my job. Even though I love my job very much. It's a man's job for me, and I love doing a man's job. But that's not the point. Even though I do enjoy doing a masculine job, I'm very passionate about the things that I do. And from one of my classmates, her name is Nikki, she made a good point. She's a beautiful artist, guys. When I say beautiful artist, I mean like the girl can draw some shit. Like, she's really good. But she made a good point. A lot of times when you go after something you're passionate about, you quickly end up hating it and you don't want to do it anymore. So, I don't know if you can hear my daughter. But, right, she said sometimes when you go, okay, I said that. Right, so I'm going to post that day in her life. And once I do that, you'll get to completely see. I'll put timestamps in there so you can be able to witness, like, okay, she's doing this at this time and this is what she's doing. Before I end this video of my first week in esthetician school plus reality, I want to start off by seeing who I'm becoming and also who I want to be once I finish esthetician school. Who I'm becoming. Hi, baby. You gotta use the bathroom? Go ahead. You want me to try first? I cut my finger.
Yeah, try it on your finger first. Do it burn? Oh, to go cut myself so I can do it.
Just pick a scab on you. What you mean cut yourself? What the hell is wrong?
I want my
There's
finger
one right
up
here in the back of your arm. Do you feel it?
Any pain she feel, I want to feel too. God damn it.
Oh, you a ride or die for sure.
Bitch, that hurt. You all lie.
Who I'm becoming is a beauty influencer. It makes me feel like you do still have control. And it just gives me a boost of a little energy going forward. So coming outside of esthetician school, I plan to have my own business. And I plan to do whatever it is that I finally committed myself to. Again, because fantasy makeup is my thing, and I really do enjoy that. But I also enjoy skincare. I also enjoy lashes. I also enjoy brows. I didn't wax anyone yet, but we do waxes too. Like, it's just, this career speaks to me and who I am. I'm allowed to be personal. I'm allowed to connect with people. I'm allowed to help people. I'm allowed to see my work really transform in front of me, and that is just everything to me. So that is all I have today. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know how you felt about the video or anything you want to see in any of my next videos. And just be on the lookout for me. Don't forget, once I finish esthetician school and I'll be taking services here within my city, feel free to come travel if you feel like my work is worthy enough. But be on the lookout for anything from Souls Cosmetic, and be on the lookout for everything that's Keisha Monte. Bye.
Roll your boat, take me down the swing. Mary, 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 every merry dream.